I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what this video even is about anymore. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a cozy, warm day today. My name is Grace and I'm the maker behind this channel and my business Stitchberry. I'm a crochet designer and I'm very passionate about creating timeless, versatile and functional crochet patterns. So be sure to check out my blog. I have tons of free crochet patterns on there, as well as tutorials and other cozy videos here on my channel. So before I dive into today's video, I thought I would give a little bit of a background on my thought process in this video. So I knew I wanted to create a video for the new year, which, by the way, happy 2023. I hope you all had a lovely holiday season and a great start to the new year. So first, I wanted to do a recap video of 2022, basically of my favorite makes from 2022, and then I realized I really did not make that much last year to really make it worth it. And a lot of my favorite things I've made in the past like 4 months, and that's pretty much when I started podcasting and making videos more consistently. And so you guys have really seen all of those projects multiple times in my podcast, so I didn't want to do like a recap favorites video. So I thought I would do a video on my plans and dreams and goals for 2023, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to focus on, projects that I really wanted to make, and all of that stuff. And for some reason then I didn't like that idea. Literally right before, literally 20 minutes before I sat down to record this, I decided to change it yet again. I decided to narrow down the point of this video. Instead of trying to do the whole year, focusing on winter in this video. So that is what we're going to be talking about, my plans for the winter, really just overall embracing winter. Literally my whole life I hated winter. It was my least favorite season, and I just wanted it to be over so badly, and I just wanted spring to come. And a couple years ago I really started to embrace the season, and I've started to love this season. And so I thought talk a little bit more about that as well. A lot of it does have to do with my making. I feel very fortunate that my hobby is just so cozy, and I just want to work on it all the time in the winter. So that does affect really just my love for winter even more. So I thought I would go into kind of projects and things that I want to hopefully make, that I do have on my list of things to make this winter. So number one, starting off super easy, and I'm already started a pair, and surprise surprise, it is socks. Are we really surprised about that? No, we are not. I love making socks, but specifically I want to make shorty socks. So I made my first pair of shorty socks. I used my scraps from my Evermore yarn, and I made them I think in October, and they've honestly become one of my favorite pairs of socks. I love being able to wear them with sweatpants and jeans and things like that. And so I wanted to make more shorty socks, so I did actually start another pair a couple of days ago, and I'm already on the heel. Again, they're like so fast, they don't use up as much yarn, so they're perfect for scraps, and they're just the perfect winter project. So definitely more shorty socks in this winter, and really just the year in general, but specifically this winter I have quite a few scraps that I know that I can use. They're the perfect stash busting project. My next project that I would like to make, and if you saw my last podcast episode, you will already know that I will be ripping out my Even Fall sweater. I almost said Evermore. It's Even Fall sweater by Andrew Mallory. Great pattern. I just don't have enough yarn to make it and make it how I want it to fit me. So I ordered more yarn. I'm going to go more in detail in my podcast episode, but I ordered more yarn. I ordered a cream yarn, and I did decide on a new pattern. I'm going to make the Arrows, I think that's how you say it, sweater by Petite Knit. I'm really excited. This is going to be my first Petite Knit pattern that I'm going to make, and I think it's going to work out really, really well. I can easily stripe all of the colors, so I'm really excited about that. I just need to frog the sweater and then wait for the yarn to come, which the yarn should come in a couple of weeks. So I would like to frog the sweater hopefully next week, so then it's all ready to go when my cream yarn comes, because yeah, I am excited for this sweater. I am nervous because I'm still using just fingering weight yarn because the pattern does call for mohair and lace, but I think if I size up, it'll be fine. I hope. So that is another project that I do want to start this winter and finish. Would be nice. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I can dream, right? Okay, then another one. I have way too many projects on this list, and this honestly might be something that won't even happen until next fall, but I wanted to include it in this video, is another muscle burrow hat. This is a pattern by Usual Teague, and I made, and again, if you saw my last podcast episode, I just finished mine in like November, and I love wearing it, and it's literally my favorite hat, and I really want to make some more. And the reason why I honestly probably haven't started another one for myself is because I haven't found a yarn that I love that I want to use for it. I did use a green yarn, which honestly, green has become a neutral. I mean, green is my favorite color. It's like a neutral color for me. So it does go with everything, but I do want like a cool brown color. I think that's the color I want to go for with my next hat. And I want to use a tonal, like hand-dyed yarn for that as well, because I don't know, I feel like some type of variegated speckle is just too much color in a hat for me. I still like to keep those very neutral. The tonal still gives it some like shade variance. Is that a color or is that a word? I think so. So that is something that I would love to start this winter, but being realistic, I don't think it's going to happen until this summer or next fall, which is okay. If you saw my last podcast episode, then you will know that I got these beautiful buttons by Denim and Rain. They're literally my favorite thing ever. She hand painted these buttons. They're so pretty and so cool. And I would love to knit a cardigan using these, kind of like a more spring cardigan. I do have a pattern picked out. I forget what it is, so I will put it up on the screen. And I also think it's a pattern by Andrea Mowry. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's by her. So my plan is that's going to be my next knitted garment project once I finish the sweater. So again, it's probably going to be more of a spring project, which I'm okay with because I am going to go for more of a spring look with it because these have cute little daisies on them. So I think that that would be really cute. I love the texture in the cardigan. I've never knit a cardigan before, so I think that'd be really fun to experiment with that, and I just love cardigans, so I don't know what could be more perfect than that. Okay, so I think that is all of my knitted projects. It's kind of weird that I'm talking so much about knitting because for so long I only crocheted and I exclusively crocheted, and so it's really exciting to experiment in the knitting realm, and I love it. It's a nice break because a lot of what I crochet and the crochet projects that I'm going to mention are designs and they're technically work, and I keep knitting exclusively for myself, which is I think why I'm wanting to knit so much, is because it's not for work and I don't have to write up a pattern, all of these other extra things. I do enjoy all of that and I do love it, but it is nice to just create projects just for me. So anyways, for crochet, something that I noticed this past holiday season, I'm personally someone, I love watching all of the vlogmases that all of the knitting, crochet makers, yarn dyers do on YouTube. And no, that is something that I could never do myself, but I love watching them. And something that I kind of noticed, and like it set me down a rabbit trail on Ravelry, is there's just a lack in crochet advent patterns. There's literally so many projects for knitters, and there's not that many for crocheters. And even though I've never actually participated in an advent, just because it's honestly not something that I can financially afford, because they are expensive. It is something that I'm hoping next year I can participate in, but I just noticed that there's just not that many crochet patterns that are great for advents that like I would want to make. And obviously the ones out there, they're great, that fit into someone's styles and what they like, but just something that I like, there's just nothing out there. And so I thought it'd be really cool to create 1, maybe 2 advent patterns for next year. And I know that's a whole year away, so it's like, great, so why are you talking about Christmas advent 2023 when it's January of 2023? And it's really just because patterns take a lot of time, and it's something that I know I would invest an insane amount of time, energy into. And so it's something that I want to start sooner rather than later, so that I can have it ready. And I don't know when I would release the pattern, if it would be more of like September, October, or if I would wait until like November to release the pattern, but like tease it a lot before that. I haven't really decided, because obviously it's something that you could just use scraps for, or just, you know, yarn for, so it doesn't have to be an advent. But I want to specifically design something for advent calendars. I do have an idea of what I want to do. I'm currently debating between doing a blanket design or a shawl design. I'm leaning more towards the blanket. I'm thinking about kind of doing a poll on my Instagram to just see what people would like. I might be able to do 2 patterns this year, but I want to just start with 1 for now. Let me know down in the comments if you would prefer a shawl or a blanket advent pattern / scrap pattern, because it'd be really good to use up all your scraps. I am kind of currently leaning more towards the blanket, to be honest. Just like I just have a very specific idea in my head of what I'd want to do, and I think it'd be really fun. So, but anyways, let me know what kind of advent design you would like to see, and I'll definitely keep it in mind for next year, or this year if I have time. Okay, my next project, it's not super specific, but it is granny square projects. I'm currently working, I just love granny squares so much. Like, they're just, I think I was talking about this in another podcast episode. They're just comfort, and they're just so much fun, and they're just pure comfort and home. So I really want to make some more granny square projects throughout this whole year, but also just this winter. I've been working on making my office area space more homey, more cozy, because it's really not right now. And I really want to make a like granny square garland, and I think that that'd be really cute, and I could possibly turn it into a video tutorial for Instagram or for YouTube or something, or maybe just make it. And so I think that'd be really, really fun. It'd be a quick, easy project. I already have the yarn that I would use for it, so I would love to start on that soon. Okay, and my last project that I want to make this winter is a crochet design that 1000% would not be released until the spring, but I want to work on it this winter. Is a crochet cardigan. I've not done a crochet cardigan in like a year, so it's been a while. I've literally had this one crochet cardigan design in my head for like 2 years that I can't get out, that I really want to make. So I'm really excited. I'm working on getting the yarn this week for it so I can start on it very soon. If you've been around for a long time, like a very long time, we're going way back, since I think like 2018, I designed the Merit cardigan. It was one of my first garment designs. I was so incredibly proud of this design. And yes, it is wrinkly because it's been in a drawer. Because I like to keep all of my crochet garments folded. I don't like to hang them. But I've been wanting to turn this into a cardigan for such a long time. I just adore this stitch pattern, and it's just long and cozy, and I've really wanted to turn it into a cardigan for years. And so I'm so excited I'm finally prioritizing it and making it happen. And I'm just so excited to make this, and I literally cannot contain my excitement about it. So that is another project that I will be starting as soon as I get the yarn in the next couple weeks. Be sure to watch the podcast and check out my Instagram for updates on really all of these projects, because I will be sharing updates on there. So that is all of the projects that I would like to make this winter. They're all, you know, garments and just really cozy things that I'm really excited. I thought it'd be fun to also share kind of other ways that I am embracing winter and just really learning to love it. First one is obviously all of the knitting, crocheting, just non-stop. It just makes me so happy on like a cloudy, snowy day, cold day, to be able to just curl up with a project and work on that. It's just like the best feeling in the world. And then also on top of that, being able to wear it too. This is like prime crochet knitting wearing time. So that is what I will also be doing this winter. I can't wait to be able to wear all my projects. Something else too, I am a huge lover of candles. I honestly don't know who isn't, but I just love candles so much. And especially, I mean year round, but especially in the winter time, if I'm in a room, there is a candle burning. I have a candle burning right over there because why not? And I love kind of choosing like a couple candles, and those kind of become that season's candle. For example, the one I have over here is like Country Holiday, and so it's kind of my like holiday winter candle that I'm burning. And I have another one that was kind of fall, but I'm still using it this winter because it's almost out, and so I just want to use it up. But I think it's really fun to kind of pick a couple candles that like you exclusively burn those for that season, and then when that season is over, you can put them away, and then you can choose a couple new candles to burn throughout that next season. And it's just like a fun way to change it up. It makes my life easier when I just have a candle by my desk. I have a candle in my room, I have a candle in the living room, and they just stay there for a season, and I just burn it whenever I'm in that room. And then in next season I can just switch them all out with new scents that, you know, are more appropriate for that season. And it's just a fun way of kind of changing things up. And then it's fun pulling out candles from last winter to be able to use this winter. So yeah, definitely burning all of the candles this winter. So insanely excited to be all cozy with those. And something else, of course, is reading books. My reading year last year, like in June I read 9 books, and then in July I read like 1 book. So it's definitely like up and down. I'm really feel like I'm in a good spot and good rhythm of reading books. My goal for 2023 is to read 40 books. I read 38 this past year, so I think that that is doable and I can do that. So of course winter is like one of my favorite times to read because I can just curl up by the fireplace and read. So I might in the next podcast episode include a couple books that I want to read this winter. But that's just another fun thing of just reading in the evening, just being off your screen. It's just like the best thing ever. I leave my phone in a separate room so I can just fully focus on reading my book. So I received the Half-Baked Harvest cookbook. This is her first cookbook for Christmas this year, and literally Christmas Day I marked like 30 recipes. It's insane. So I have a lot of recipes first that I need to make, but I was so excited. I saw this one recipe. It's like second to last recipe in the book, and it is Santa's hot chocolate. I'll just show you. I don't want to show you the recipe, but that's a picture of it. It looks so good, so good. So I thought it'd be really fun to at least one time this winter make hot chocolate, and maybe even make marshmallows, because she does have marshmallows in here too. I think that that'd be really fun to kind of make like a more gourmet hot chocolate that's a little bit different from regular hot chocolate. So that's something else that I thought would be really fun to make. So maybe that gives you an idea of making your own cozy warm drink from scratch and to be able to enjoy it on a cozy winter day. That is all I have for this video, and I hope it gave you a couple ideas, inspiration of how you can embrace winter and really just enjoy it. I think it's the season that so many people just struggle to get through, and it's really all about mindset and to just find ways to enjoy it, and it just makes it a fun, beautiful season. So I hope you all have a lovely and cozy day, and let me know what projects you want to make this winter or how you love to embrace winter in the comments down below. I would love to hear all of your responses, and see you in the next video.